Trio, and we're playing Theme from Symphony No. 1 by Johann Brahms.
Beautiful your tone quality is as a group, but individually you'll have beautiful sounds, and it just blended and it balanced out just perfectly by the time we got out here. That's really, really good work with that. That's hard to do. When there's 3 of you, that's really hard to do. And then the next thing I was just starting to write was your intonation is excellent. It's a good thing you took some time. I was kind of watching you. I was trying to pretend I wasn't listening, but I was listening to what you were doing to prepare yourselves, and you did all the right things. And your intonation was excellent. Would you agree? I should have asked you first and then given you my opinion, but yeah. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was very solid all the way through, all the way to the very, very, very last note, which is super great. That's hard to do with 3 flute players. And your grade level.
On Wednesday, 2 of us were playing the middle part and 1 of us was playing the top part.
Yeah.
And then on
Oh,
Thursday, we changed to 1 of us.
Who changed? Terrific. And that was another thing I'm going to comment on. That's funny, you just spread my mind, because I was going to say what a great job on the lower part, balancing out 2 parts. And that is hard to do, because usually the 3rd part is that low part.
Yeah.
And then you've got 1 or 2 or 3 other parts playing a high against you, and there's 1 of you and like 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes 5 of you against this lower part.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, nice job on that. I'm so glad you decided to do that. Were you just kind of learning it as you went, and then went, okay, I'm going to go for it?
Well, Mr. Wilmar told us we need to hit something for the bottom.
Yeah.
And he said that the person, our judge, would probably talk about that the most if we had 2 middle parts.
Other stuff.
You're right. You and I are both attorneys too, so. But he's right. Any judge would do that. Anybody that hears your part that has a part in front of them that goes, where's the 3rd part? Why didn't you play? So I'm so glad you did it, aren't you? And it adds so much to a trio. See, there's something about that trio sound. I love flute trios. I love flute quartets, and I love flute choirs. Have you ever heard a flute choir with an alto flute and a bass flute? Another really, it's just this unique sound to it. And you guys, and so, let me go back to, I'm just kind of gushing all of you, but that whole playing in tune with a balanced sound, that's that cool sound you had it the whole entire way through. So, bravo. The other great thing is, were you playing first? Yeah. So, nice leading. You know, you just kept on going, but there was a solid sound going on. There was no breaks. There was no, I wasn't aware of people taking breaths. So what I put on here was that you play so well together, excellent listening and phrasing together. So you were phrasing or breathing?
Yeah.
Same thing, right? Phrasing in a way. And you did it, and so perfect that you worked it out ahead of time. But you were naturally, even in those places, you were breathing so well together, it wasn't noticeable.
Yeah.
It didn't stick out. And that's because you did it so well as a group. So that was another really, really great thing. I like your choice. How long have you worked on this? Did you just get it?
He just is like, here, you guys play this. We're like, okay.
Yeah. So have you worked on it for, I don't know, a month?
No, less than that, probably like 2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks. Okay. Well, so you're capable of doing some harder stuff. This is what I'm thinking. Because you got this cool sound going on, and I totally recognize you, don't I? Where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to elementary school? Did? You look so familiar. Because I teach in Shoreline too, so some of you guys look really familiar to me. So harder piece next year.
Yeah, Mr. Wilmar, he said he gave us ones on our, he thought for our level, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for a few weeks, this is perfect, but I can see so much potential in you guys. It'd be really cool to see what you could do with a little signature, maybe ask him for something maybe in January, right after break, or even before break, maybe kind of figure out some harder stuff. Start working on your part so you can kind of put it together, because you guys have a lot of potential. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'm going to write, it's going to take me a second. Let me do a little bit of writing, and I think all the other ones went already, so. You guys are so all over it. You're doing a good job today.
Thanks.
Boy, great.